Hey guys, Jengar here. We are on the dev server still, or yesterday I was flying this thing. Didn't have enough time to put it out yesterday, but here we go today. We are in the A-10A with a fantastic 30mm gun, and we have the multi-purpose setup here, loadout. It is insanely expansive, this loadout. It has a little bit of everything, and it's quite interesting to have this loadout. Basically you can do anything with this plane, and with this loadout it's going to be very interesting to fly for you ground pounders out there, especially in ground RB. This plane with this loadout can do huge amount of damage. Of course, here you can see how we can destroy a pillbox with a few bullets from the 30mm cannon. It is going to be devastating, this thing. And a couple of these things running around freely is going to be problematic for the enemy team, and the tickets as they stand. Gaijin will have to do something about the tickets and stuff like that with planes like these, and the ticket bleed and how quick it's going to be, because once you get this thing on target every time, it can kill every pillbox on the map by itself, I would assume. Because you also have bombs, you also have rockets, you have air-to-ground missiles, which I basically didn't key in this video. Funny. I don't remember actually if I have them keyed in the normal game, because I never have them. But I had to reinstall the dev server, of course, on my new PC. This was the first time that I needed it, and when I got in game, I was like, shit, I have to do all the options. So I did it in a hurry. But this loadout is heavy though, so sometimes the elevator does not quite respond like here, but this plane is very maneuverable. I did find that out very quickly. The roll rate is fantastic, and I think when you're loaded out a little bit less heavy than this one, it could be a great little turn fighter. With that 30mm gun and with the missiles, you do have a loadout like that. It could be a very interesting turn fighter, like in the early days, I-16 like a small maneuverable plane, not too fast, where people can make mistakes to try to get it. It could be an interesting role to play in this plane. But yeah, no, I mean the main thing is being the ground attacker, of course. And I think in ground RB is gonna have the problem of the speed with the AA for the players, you know, the AA vehicles. You know, I don't play tank RB, but I have heard from some of my squadron mates, of course, and when you talk to people about ground RB, that at this battle rating there is some very effective vehicles that are anti-air. And this thing is not fast at all. I mean, I think you could shoot this out of the sky without any problems. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if you play ground RB a lot and you do have experience in ground-to-air vehicles, that how easy it is or how difficult it is to shoot a plane down that is at high speeds, and how successful you are, and how the speed of this plane is going to contribute to your success of shooting A-10s down when the time comes that you start to see these things in ground RB in the new patch. I think it's going to be quite painful for the A-10 pilots, potentially. And if I'm completely wrong or beside the point, please let me know if you think this is going to be you know, an equal opponent to the ground-to-air guys. But I think if you practice at that and you practice against high-speed enemies, then this A-10 with its speeds is going to be an easy target. Now, as you've seen, we shot a couple of planes down here with our missiles. You do have two, even in this multi-purpose loadout. And you do have the 30mm gun as well, that can be quite devastating. So, and the pilot in this thing is protected by a 32mm box, metal box, and a good armored plate, bulletproof glass in the front. So head-ons with this thing, with that 30mm beast gun, it is going to be quite lethal. And I think this is going to be the head-on that I did in this practice run. So let's see. I do stay in it quite a long time because I'm still finding my lead, but bloody hell, man, that is just insane. We're gonna do a little bit of a missile barrage here. get all of them, I think. Yeah. So yeah, man, this thing has a lot going for it when it comes to that, if you're undisturbed. But as you see, the regular flight speed when you're flying around is between 400 and 550-ish. And it doesn't accelerate too quickly when you have all this ordnance hanging from the plane. So that's about the speed that you have, 500, 550. If you're in a straight line for a while, take that up to 600. But that's about it. And yeah, you're flying against in a worst case scenario, up tiers 10.7 battle rating at the moment. I think, you know, with all the hype around in this plane, it's gonna be a disappointment for many people, unfortunately. If the battle rating stays as it is, I think it's gonna be hell to pay in this plane. And I know there's hype, and I know a lot of people are gonna buy the first A-10 in game, and I think Gaijin might be aiming for that. And of course Gaijin wants to make money, and I don't blame them for that. It's all good, but why make the first A-10 a premium? I mean, seriously. This is a plane that everybody has been waiting for, and maybe it's the perfect premium. Hey man, I mean, shoot me. But I would maybe, you know, put this A-10A out as a regular 3 version and put a later version at the same time. Put it out as a premium, a better one, a better A-10. There's a lot of models that people called out in my comment section for my new Air Forces overview of this patch, and I don't remember the names, but those were the versions that people are actually waiting for. I had a few comments like, why is the A-10A the first one, why not this one or that one? And so there's other versions that people have been waiting for much more, and you could make your money with that one and put a free A-10 in the game as a starters. Now you only have this one, and there we go. That's nice about this plane, absolutely, that 30mm gun. Line up a column like that and you're pretty much gonna have all of them. Of course you might miss one, as I did there, but yeah, those pillboxes, they die easily as well. I'm looking forward to trying out pillboxes, but I couldn't find a pillbox on this map. But yeah, so there you have it, man. It is an interesting it's an interesting plane for sure. It's premium, so it's gonna cost you money if you want it. That is unfortunate, I would say. I don't blame Gaijin for wanting to make money, right? I mean, I understand that, but it could have been another model released at the same time and have this one for free in the regular tree. That's what I would have done, basically. So here we go, 3 kills and 19 ground targets. This thing can wreak havoc if left alone. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.